Hello, my name is Grian, and today I'm back with another episode of Build School. This time I'm going to be going over something that people have been asking of me for a little while now, which is pathways. They're extremely easy to do, but if you didn't know the techniques, maybe you wouldn't know how to do them quite right. So the first one we're going to do is a very simple sort of dirt path with a few bits of texture. So the first thing you need to do is just literally knock the grass out of the ground, but leave some of the blocks behind. Try and make it as random looking as possible. Next, make your way along with some coarse dirt or gravel or cobblestone or a mixture of all three. Try and make something that looks rather nice, and try and have a mixture of textures, or you can just go for one if that's what you fancy. But on its own it's rather dull, so there's a couple of things we can do. Adding just very simple fences either side or one side and the other, completely up to you again, is a really nice way of decorating a path this way. Because I've gone for a very separated textured path, something like that with a very broken up kind of style is a nice way to take this, and again you could do the same with cobble as a different variant of the style. I personally like using these quite often, but again, if you want something a bit more city style, you might want to try one of these. So I'm just going to knock into the ground a layer where my path is going to be and decorate the sides with some cobblestone staircase, but again, you could use any colour you want, and then I recommend that you put a half slab in between them and you have a built-in nice simple path. You can decorate these with some very nice lampposts using the cobblestone blocks and then a sea lantern on the top. But I also recommend that you change the half slab from the staircase itself so you have a bit of texture difference there, and I think that looks quite nice for a more modern street. However, you might want to change up your block type. Secondly, you could do exactly the same thing but have a full block instead of the other one, so you have these gutters on the side that almost look like curbs. Or if you alternatively wanted to have one above ground, you could do the same thing one block above, and it looks not as nice in my opinion, but it's all down to what people want. Lastly, we can make these really detailed patterned paths, and then you can stack them using World Edit or replicate it loads of times over and have a nice detailed path that continues on like so. Very easy to do as long as you've got the base profile down to stack or to replicate. And on this one, I'm going to talk to you about how to make curved paths. As you can see, the first inner circle is much easier to make than the second. I recommend that you do this. On the inner circle, you run your cobblestone staircase around it, and then you make sure you have exactly the correct distance and then replicate it on the other side. That way you can make sure that it is consistent throughout the curve. Next, I want to talk to you about going up hills, because obviously I'm on a flat world right now, and you will be working on hills most of the time. So there's a very easy solution. You just get half slab and it makes it a nice easy path you don't have to jump on. Very, very simple, and you can do the same with the more modern paths. And if you wanted to make one diagonal, I recommend that you do something like this. You just need to make it perfectly diagonal, but anything in Minecraft that does go diagonal does look really spiky, so I'm not sure I recommend this one in general. And so, as I said earlier, very easy to do. Add some half slabs along your paths and it just makes it a much smoother journey. On this one, it's very easy to do a curved path, but you need to make sure you have the correct width. On this one, you need to make sure that you have a nice pattern that you can replicate over and over again. And for these ones, these are the nice variations in paths that you can do, but I recommend that you change up your palette. I have obviously only been using the grey blocks. And then finally, probably my favourite and most commonly used path is just the simple decorative texture path. And that's all I wanted to show you for this very short video on paths. It's very easy to do, as you can tell. All the techniques are all about what kind of colours you're using, the shape and the pattern, and you can replicate it over and over again and decide how you're going to go from there. It's very, very easy to do, and this video has been rather short today. I do apologise for that. I have been extraordinarily busy in the run up to Christmas because I'm now going to announce that the update for my server Wynncraft, which is also my other job, I do have two jobs now, YouTube and Wynncraft, the update is out. It It's called Gavel, and I really recommend you check it out. It's been highly successful already. Lots of people have already given us some fantastic feedback. There's still a few bugs to iron out, but overall it's gone very smoothly and I'm very happy with the product. I haven't really mentioned Wynncraft too much in the end of my videos because I have been working so hard on this update and I wanted to wait until it was done before I could expose you guys to it. So I hope that you check it out, and I would love to hear some feedback as well. It's very, very important to me. And if you like this video, I'd love some feedback on that. If you have any more suggestions for videos, leave them in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Goodbye!